Our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Y'all, what is this? Just a few little simple talking points. We're going to do better than ever. This is the golden age of America. Round of applause. You know, like, what is going on here? This is so simplistic. It's insulting my intelligence. The simplicity of the speech. We're back. We do better than ever. Better than better than better than better. Just repeating those same words, making it seem like such a good marketing thing for the country.
In the most incredible and exceptional nation.
The most incredible and exceptional nation ever on the face of the earth.
Ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age.
That's Trump's marketing, just simplistic words repeated to make whatever he's talking about seem grand. We're going to do better and better than better than better than better.
Age of America.
And you know what? It's so simplistic that it actually works. It actually works because, you know, the human mind and influencing humans is actually a pretty simple thing to do if you study psychology. And unfortunately, people who study psychology, they can use it for dark methods. Because when you repeat something, the same thing over and over and over again, it begins to program the human mind. If you say something enough, a lot of people start to believe it. And so I think that's part of his tactic of how he gets to manipulate the American people and form his cult. He just continues to repeat the same talking points over and over and over again until people start to buy into it. America's entering the golden age. We're doing great. We're back. We're greater than ever. We're doing better and better and better. It's simple, but it's effective.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before.
That's something he always repeats. We've achieved something like nobody has ever seen before. He's repeated that so much, like nobody has ever seen before. Like it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Nobody has ever seen it before.
And a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Another standing ovation. What are they doing to that man in the background? I just caught that. It's a sign. I guess he's protesting. I couldn't read what it said. The first word looks like BLAC. Black. Is it black? Black Lives Matter? Is that what it is? He just took the sign away from him.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
What is this, y'all? I'm losing brain cells listening to this State of the Union address. Just saying simple stuff. Better than ever. We're coming back. this great golden age, USA, when everybody's just suffering. We can't even afford groceries. USA, USA.
Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast.
What incomes? I mean, that's the question I have. What incomes? I got a 40-cent increase in my wage. And you know what the best performing person on my team got? A 50-cent increase on her wage. The best performing person, one of the best performing people on the team. Granted, she did get a bonus, but in terms of the actual wages, I'm actually seeing the opposite. Them decreasing in the current reality. They're paying less for more experience, more education. They're paying less than they ever paid. I'm seeing that, y'all. It's in my algorithm. Somebody has a freaking degree in aerospace, 5 years of experience, starting salary or starting hourly wage, $23 an hour. something like crazy like that. They have a crazy degree, they have experience, and it's competing with McDonald's wages. Like what?
The roaring economy is roaring like never before.
Roaring like never before.
And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
Yeah, I'm going to need that gavel right there. What's that? George Washington's gavel? I'm going to need that. Okay, Trump, we're done here. By the way, I'm not sponsored, but if you want to upgrade your protein, I've been eating these bars. They're super expensive, by the way, but it's like $4 a bar. It's crazy expensive, but it's like if you want to eat healthy things, you got to pay for it. It's crazy the amount of money you got to put into food these days if you want to be healthy. It would be really cool if they were to sponsor me because I eat these bars a lot. But it's 150 calories, if you can see that. And can you see the protein? 28 grams of protein for 150 calories. If you don't know macro stuff, that's amazing. So anyways, I just want to show you what I'm eating while I'm watching this State of the Union address, I guess. It doesn't matter. I guess some people won't care, but anyways.
After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far. In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
Look at Kristi Noem right there. That is a wicked woman, by the way. Kristi Noem. Oh, you know that she actually shot her own dog? Yeah. Because he wasn't behaving correctly. A puppy, mind you. A puppy. Kristi Noem, everybody. She's the head of the Department of Homeland Security.
But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country. The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year. And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
I don't know, yo. I'm seeing stuff cost more than ever, so I don't know the exact statistics about what that means, but I'm thinking stuff is costing more than it's ever costed before, using the same language that Trump uses. Stuff has costed more than it ever has before, than you've ever seen ever. It costs more than ever before. And you haven't seen anything yet. So I don't know what he's talking about with inflation coming down so much when the prices of things haven't seemed to come down. So I'm a bit confused on that. Maybe somebody could explain it for me, but I haven't seen things come down in regard to my purchasing power. You know, how much can $10 buy? You know, that's essentially what I look at. How much can $10 buy? How much can $100 buy? Because right now, it seems like $100 is the new $20, or what the $20 bill used to be. Basically, what $100 now gives you or can purchase is what $20 used to be able to do. So if my purchasing power increases, that is how I know inflation's really going down. But I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
That's crazy. I've never seen that before where I live. Maybe in Iowa. I'm in Georgia. Gas is usually pretty cheap here, but right now, last time I checked, it was $2.75. I think it got down to like maybe $2.50, which is, I'm not going to say this bad, it's actually pretty good compared to what it used to be. But gas is just one thing. If gas prices are very cheap and everything else is expensive, groceries, I mean, I'd rather the groceries be cheap and gas be expensive. Rather, because it's like, what do you use more? We eat more food than we buy gas. You know, what is, if everything else is expensive, rent, housing, healthcare, just everyday expenses, electricity, water bill, all that type of stuff is going up, but gas is going down. Yeah, that's good, but it's just one thing. He seems to put so much emphasis on gas prices. Yeah, it's important, but it's just one thing, Trump.
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year. And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that. 1 year. Boosting pensions.
The rich get richer, folks. That's kind of what he's explaining here. But those who are doing bad or not doing better, not now. I mean, I'm not. I don't know about y'all. But those who have been doing bad and have not already gained assets and put in a lot of investments. And look, I agree. Like if you've already bought your house, the equity's going up, your stocks are going up. If you already invested a lot in that, your 401k is going up. Those who have already made good decisions previously, they're probably doing pretty well right now, you know? But they're still dealing with heavy inflation. They're still dealing with it. But if you've already bought your house and got your investments sorted out and got a lot in savings, they're doing better than most people. But those who've been struggling, who have not bought their first house, well, it's actually seeming more impossible feeling like more impossible than ever before. And so I think some things are better for a certain class of people. But the lower class or the middle class, I don't know if middle class even exists anymore, but the class of people who are still struggling financially, it is not becoming easier for us. I haven't noticed that. Let me know what you've noticed.
401ks and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans, they're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when
He's talking about 401ks, but people don't have the extra money to even focus on that. They're focused on paying their rent, where over 50% of the income is going to rent. So who's really thinking about a 401k when you're trying to pay your rent? You're trying to pay your bills and your rent and your groceries. All that's increasing. Who's really thinking about 401k? Yes, it's important to focus on your future retirement, but people are struggling just to pay their rent. Maybe even 75% of the income is going just for housing. That's a reality. 75% for some people. Just go on housing. So, who's really thinking about the stocks in the 401k when they're living paycheck to paycheck that strictly?
I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
30 going on $39 trillion in national debt. So if you're not focusing on taking down the national debt, what are those investments really going to do? I mean, when we're increasing our national debt, it's something crazy. The interest, I calculated this, just the interest on our national debt per second, $70,000. Every single second that goes by, $70,000 in interest for the national debt, already gone as I'm talking. As I just said that sentence, there's been like 5 seconds, $350,000 in national debt, interest. 1 second of the interest of our national debt is more than I make in my yearly salary. Can you picture that? So, I got things to do today. I don't want to watch this whole video, but I wanted to just address this. The State of the Union address and make a video about it and share my opinions. Maybe some things he said is true, that some people are doing very well right now, which I don't disagree. I would say the people who have already been doing well are doing better, but the people who have been not doing so well are probably doing worse. And I think that's just how it is. And that's how it's been for a while. And it's just getting more pronounced. If you're already doing bad, you're going to do worse. If you're already doing good, well, you're going to do better. And it is what it is. Can we complain a lot? Well, I would say not. A lot of people are complaining, and I'm complaining a little bit. But at the end of the day, we can complain all we want, but we can never rely fully on the government to make sure that our situation is going to be better, because they're never going to do it for us. We got to do it for ourselves. They're never going to do it for us. So, but we still got to point out their lies. If they're lying to us, I'm going to point it out. But at the end of the day, we cannot trust the government to make our situation better. It's the cold, hard truth of it all. Trump isn't going to do it. Biden didn't do it. No president is going to get us out of our financial situation. They may make it a little bit better, a little bit harder, but at the end of the day, if you're not making the right decisions, and you're not just doing whatever you can do, then it's going to be harder on you, and it's going to be a worse off situation for you. And I don't want to blame anybody that's watching like it's all your fault, but there's a mindset going around that it's the presidential administration that's going to either make me succeed or fail at life. And that's not true. It just isn't. So, because if that's the case, then your success is dependent on who's going to be president every 4 years. And then what kind of life is that? You're just reliant. Every 4 years, it's kind of like, what's going to happen to my life? Am I going to succeed or fail because of the president? No. The people who are truly winning economically and their financial situation is secure, they don't rely on the presidential administration to make sure that they survive and thrive economically. They kind of take that own power and control, their own sphere of influence. They don't give that away to the administration. I think that's very important for those who watch this channel, including myself, to remember that. So we never get into that victim mindset that we're going to succeed no matter who's president, no matter who's in the administration. We're going to succeed either way. But at the same time, I will call out lies about the economy. I do believe he spoke a lot of lies in that State of the Union address. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Take care and God bless.